Congratulations. Thank you. Welcome.
Great. Drop you down like that. Love you, Mr. Thank you so much. Love it. Thank you. Step on your dress. It's okay. Yeah. Made it.
You know, I've been standing under this chuppah since June. Where have you guys been?
What an affair.
So as you guys prepare to come beneath the chuppah, you engage in the ancient custom of circling. See, the form of a circle is perfect and unbroken. And we hope that your marriage will be the same. Strong and unbroken, resilient and resistant to challenges that you may be faced with from within and from without. As the shape of a circle encompasses all that it surrounds, we hoped that Lisa and Travis will strive to continually be there for one another, sharing in life's blessings and consoling one another in times of trouble, as they now commit themselves to each other and begin to build a united family. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Shalom.
Look at everybody that's here. They are here for you. And what's really apropos to this day is that this is the beginning of the holiday of Sukkot. And Sukkot is this holiday about welcoming guests. And even in times such as these, you have welcomed guests into your lives, visitors into your lives today, to share this joy with you. We are here because of you. We have come to celebrate you. We hope that in your home there will be peace and great joy and also much courage. May you find the courage to affirm one another and in gentle trust to unfold to each other your deepest selves, your strength and your vulnerability, your yearning and your secret pain, and your most tender love. And we think of you and pray for you as well. Not that you're going to be happily ever after, because that cannot be, but that you remember that everybody that cares for you will be with you, supporting you, lifting you up along your journey. May all of the years that are ahead be kind to you, and may the sweet goodness that you already know grow deeper and stronger with the passing of time. So we sanctify this moment with the blessing of the wine. May you find that life's joys are heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and all of its moments are holy and hallowed by true companionship and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign in the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. At this time, I invite both of you guys to take a sip.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Be very careful, but I'm sure. This is your day, not mine.
Don't worry, we tested negative.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav. We praise you, Adonai, our God, sovereign in the universe, who gives us mitzvot and who consecrates this marriage. We praise you, Adonai, our God, who sanctifies our people, Israel, through the act of kiddushin, the sacred rite of marriage under this chuppah. So Lisa and Travis, you are about to speak the words and exchange the rings that will formally unite you together. So Colin, can I have the rings, please?
Make sure they're in there.
I feel better now, don't you?
Yes.
You have no idea. Oh my gosh.
Good job, Colin. These are yours.
Vows first.
Vows first.
They say good things come to those who wait, and we sure waited. What a year it has been. Whoever said the first year of marriage was the hardest has never had to plan 3 weddings during a pandemic, heat waves, and a fire apocalypse. But through all the ups and downs this year has brought, we've worked through it all, side by side, as each other's partners and biggest supporters. I will never forget the day I met you, Travis. Although it took some coaxing on your end to overcome my very intelligently crafted excuse not to go on a first date on my end, your decisiveness and good looks won me over. On that spring day in the Presidio, as I got lost in the parking lot looking for you, I was delighted when I saw your smile and perfectly coiffed hair. That first date, lasting only 9 hours, was the easiest conversation of my life, consisting of discussions about our mutual love for oysters and sushi, our insatiable desire for traveling the world, your love for Australian shepherds, which I have now adopted, and an overall easy back and forth banter, making fun of each other, and constant laughter. These themes have carried over through our relationship. We're always finding a way to eat the best sushi in the world and have even traveled as far as Japan to do so. In 3.5 years, we've traveled to 8 countries on 4 continents. It's about to be 5. And we're soon going to add a new Aussie member to our family. And you knew I'd throw that one in. But most importantly, we laugh together daily, and we don't take ourselves too seriously. And I even let you call me a hobbit every time you get in the car after I've driven it. But Travis, that same drive and decisiveness you showed procuring our first date has never faltered a day since. You have never once doubted me, our relationship, or our ability to be one badass power couple. You amaze me daily with your unwavering support, your determination, and your level-headedness. I love that you know what you want with your life and you're determined to make it happen. I love how you make me smile and laugh daily. I love how you stand in the pantry and eat 5 different snacks in one sitting and then circle back to eat them all over again in that same sitting. I love how you make dad jokes and then give me a crooked smile with a side eye until I'm forced to laugh at them. I love how you full-heartedly support me, my career, and my goals. You are a partner in every sense of the word, and you are far better than any man I could have ever imagined myself with. So Travis, with that same decisiveness and determination you showed me, without a doubt, I choose you. I choose you as my adventure partner, my laugh until we cry partner, my travel the world partner, and my forever partner. I vow to celebrate with you when times are great and lift you up when times are tough. I vow to travel the world with you, whether it's finding the chillest place on earth, go-karting through red lights in the biggest intersection in the world, or celebrating New Year's Eve on a new continent every year. I vow to motivate you and challenge you constantly. I vow to be your biggest supporter and your most trusted confidant. I vow to make you laugh before we fall asleep and hug and kiss you when we wake up. I vow to be your equal partner and your best friend. And I vow to you my loyalty and unconditional love from now until forever. Travis, I love doing life with you. Thank you for choosing me to be your wife.
At this time, please place the ring on Travis's finger. Repeat after me. Anila Dodi,
Anila Dodi,
Vidodi Li.
Vidodi Li.
I am my beloved's,
I am my beloved's,
and my beloved is mine.
and my beloved is mine.
Okay. Those were great. Thank you. Wasn't that many red lights, was it?
I just have to say, Travis, that your dad jokes give hope for people like me.
Learn from the best.
You got it?
Yep.
As most of you know, Elise and I met the old-fashioned way, hanging out with friends in a dimly lit bar over drinks, while swiping right on each other's faces from completely different locations. So romantic. It was a match, and I immediately asked her out on a date, forgetting the texting pleasantries that aligned so well with my indirect personality. Right off the bat, our budding relationship faced its first setback. She was going on a surf trip to Costa Rica for a week while in between jobs, and the date would have to wait until she returned. So I did a very not creepy thing and put a stranger's return date in my calendar so I'd remember to text her back. After a week of counting down the minutes until I can meet this saltwater princess, we finally set up a date. But lo and behold, our relationship faced yet another obstacle. On the day of, Lisa explained she had to get the brakes changed on her car on a Saturday. in San Francisco. Anyway, I was thrilled to hear how committed she was to her vehicle and figured she would put the same love and attention into her relationship. So I suggested we meet up the very next day. We met in a park overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge on a clear and sunny day and ended up spending over 9 hours together. I could tell right from the get-go I liked her, but just to be sure, I asked an immensely important question. You don't keep kosher, do you? As soon as the no left her lips, I was in love. And we went to get oysters. Sorry, Rabbi. It was roughly a year and a half later on our first international trip to Australia together, I knew for certain I was going to ask this beautiful, adventurous, smart, and thoughtful woman to marry me. Besides, who else would agree to go on a trip halfway around the world with someone as annoying as me? Little did I know that when I got off on my knee after proposing that we'd end up having to plan not one, but 3 weddings together. Wow, what a treat that's been. With less than 3 months until our first wedding, our relationship hit a germy barricade, COVID. Our grand wedding plans were all of a sudden in shambles.
All right.
Despite the hysteria, we were quick to act, and together through sheer will, determination, and teamwork, we rescheduled an entire wedding in 7 days. It was high fives all around at the accomplishment, as we figured all of the craziness would pass soon enough. But as each week went by, it became clear that we would need to completely reset our wedding expectations. The emotional toll was immense, and there were tear-filled nights where all seemed lost. Together, we made the decision to hit the brakes on our second wedding. Despite the tears and heartache, our love was not to be deterred by the likes of a pandemic, and so we got to work replanning our wedding yet again. And now, Lisa, on the day of our third and final wedding, seeing you standing in front of me as clear as that sunny San Francisco day we first met, I can truly say I'm grateful for what we've been through. I'm grateful because throughout this process, we have experienced the ups and downs of marriage. And we're still getting married. Over the last 6 months, you have reconfirmed all of the amazing qualities that make me crazy about you. You are determined, passionate, beautiful, intelligent, driven, and caring. For all these reasons and more, I am ecstatic to spend the rest of my life with you and vow to take what I have learned from this ordeal and apply it to our marriage. So, Lisa, I vow to never let any roadblock get between our love, no matter how big or small. I vow to always be there to comfort and support you in times of sorrow or struggle. I vow to always make you laugh even when the weight of the world seems to be pressing down on our shoulders. I vow to inspire, encourage, and motivate you as we grow old together and love you as fiercely as I have since the first day we met. And finally, I vow to eventually let us get a puppy when the time is right. I love you.
At this time, please place the ring on Lisa's finger and repeat after me. Ani ladodati,
Ani ladodati,
ladodati li.
ladodati li.
I am my beloved's,
I am my beloved's,
and my beloved is mine,
and my beloved is mine,
and the world
and the world
is my oyster.
is my oyster. Hopefully a dozen.
Why didn't you use that one?
Hindsight,
We
Rabbi.
didn't have enough time to prepare.
I've been waiting for that dad joke since I read your vows. I can take your vows still.
Thank you.
So there are many, many blessings that we are celebrating today, and in Judaism there are 7 of them. 7 blessings that I bestow upon you this day. The first blessing requires you to partake in wine again.
Don't have to tell me twice.
The first blessing requires you to take part in wine again.
I got it.
Nice.
I tried. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. We acknowledge God as the unity of all that is, expressing our appreciation for this wine, symbol and aid of our rejoicing. Each can take a sip. Perfect. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'at kol bara lichvodo. We acknowledge God as the unity of all things, realizing that each separate moment and every distinct object points to and shares in this oneness. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. We acknowledge God as the unity of all things, recognizing and appreciating the blessing of being human. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'tzelmo b'tzelem damut tavnito v'hitkin lo mimenu binyei adei ad baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam. We acknowledge God as the unity of all things, realizing the special gift of awareness that permits us to perceive this unity and the wonder that we experience as a loving couple joined to live together. Sos tasis v'tekel Sion b'kibbutz b'necha l'tocha b'simcha baruch atah Adonai mesameach Sion b'vinecha. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, for creating happiness and joy, celebration and humor, pleasure and delight, love and respect, peace and friendship. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sason v'simcha hatan v'kala gila rina ditza v'chevda ahava ahabava shalom b'dereut mehera Adonai Eloheinu yisameach b'yeh Yehuda uv'tzuot Yerushalayim kol sason v'kol simcha kol hatan v'kol chala kol mitzalot chatanim mechupatam u'ne'arim minishte negehem baruch atah Adonai Mesameach hatan im hakala. Adonai, our God, carry jubilant voices of this celebration throughout our communities. May it echo in every chuppah and every wedding feast. Praise to you, Adonai, for uniting this couple in sacred love, who creates us on this day, the symbols of our joy. To which we say, Amen.
Amen.
So Travis and Lisa, there was a day where the biggest worry was whether or not I would be able to officiate your wedding.
Good times.
Good time. The first conversation was, well, I have a baby due. And guess what? Thank you so much for postponing your wedding. But seriously, the rabbis regard each human being as comprising a whole world. A world which is unique to the life of every individual. The life of every human being, which is a world by itself, is to be respected and cherished. Each individual life should be allowed to develop and grow in order to realize its own full and creative potential. So yes, each of you come into this sacred union with your likes and your dislikes, your experiences and your preferences, and these are integral parts of your personalities. But it is clear, especially on this journey that you have been in, that you also bring into your marriage compromise and patience, mutual understanding and goodwill. You have truly developed a relationship with each other where you can each fulfill your own deep inner needs, not in isolation, but benefiting and enriching each other's life. Now, even though the sun is not shining as brightly as we would like today, it is peeking out. It is peeking out. And I hope that the light that is shining upon you today is a light that you can hold on to. Because this day surely brings light into a world that for many reasons is dark. You guys have already navigated rough waters together. You share an unending love, though. A love in which you see the best in each other. A love in which you challenge each other to grow. A love in which you understand the sacred obligation and responsibility that you have for each other. I have seen you join together your courage, pool your wisdom together, and work together to overcome difficulties. So I invite you to count the blessings that each of you bring to this sacred union. Take time to pause every once in a while to remind yourself how much you appreciate each other. Because when life engulfs you with doubt and frustration, when dark clouds of confusion hover over you, remember what you mean to each other. Lisa and Travis, I want you to know how deeply honored I am to be able to share in your joy by being with you today. I wish you both long lives together, filled with love and health, happiness and peace, and more joy than your hearts can hold. It's my pleasure to bestow upon you the oldest blessing within Jewish tradition. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you always. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May the light of God shine upon you so you can shine your light unto the world. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yosem lecha shalom. May you feel God's presence with you always, granting you wholeness, strength, and peace as you go on your way.
You're ready.
I'm going to say something first.
Okay. Step on it.
So there are many explanations for the custom of breaking a glass. One interpretation is that this practice reminds us that anywhere there is oppression and pain, we are asked to respond. So Lisa and Travis, along with everybody who is present with you today, you are called into partnership in the task of tikkun olam, the healing and the repair of the world. May the shattering of this glass be a reminder to you and all of us to work towards a time of wholeness for ourselves and the entire world, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
You good? Ready?
Awesome, baby. Awesome bows, you guys.
Thank you.
Would you guys like to say something to your live viewers?
There we go.
We're so sorry we can't be with you in person. We're honored that you're here with us. You're here with us in spirit. We love you. Thank you so much for being a part of this special moment with us.
Thank you so much. We love all of you. We can't wait to celebrate with you in person soon. We love you. Thanks again.
Woo!